What's up, angels? It's your girl Agent, and I am back again with another video. I know it's been a while since I recorded a video for you guys, so this will be my update video for you guys. Also, my other story that you guys have been waiting on for about 2 years now. I was been supposed to put this story out, but the only thing that was bothering me is that I did not know how. It is a lot to explain, so I decided that I'm going to break it up into 3 parts. But before I get to that, I want to thank everybody who are still subscribed to me, still rocking with the angels, and still watching my videos every time I post. I really do appreciate you guys, and I want to make it up to you guys by recording more videos. I want to tell y'all about updates on my life. So I did take a break from YouTube for a little while to focus on me and my family life, like me, my daughter, and my boyfriend. So that was what we were doing. I was taking a little break to get myself together because I had a lot of problems, a lot of depression and stuff like that. So I took a break and to get myself together. And now that I've moved, it's very different here. So it's gonna be a lot more videos. There's just a lot to come because now I can actually do everything that I planned to do because I am in a better place. And yeah, so you guys will be seeing my princess a lot more on this channel. Not too much, but you will see her. It's amazing being a mother. Motherhood is great. It is a pleasure to be a mother. I'm loving it, loving every bit that I get to spend with her. So that's also what I wanted to share with you guys. It's a life changer because it's a lot that you have to do being a mom, but it is worth it and I love it. So that's another reason why I haven't really been uploading, because I've been trying to just get my motherly duties together, you know, just to focus on my baby for a while, you know. So and I'm still going to be focusing on my baby doing this. But this particular video is the video that you guys have been asking me for. So you guys have been asking me what led up to my surgery. So this video is going to be the first part, which is what happened to me, okay? All right, it's going to be in a little, I hope I don't cry, but it's emotional because it's my life, okay? So you're going to know the real me. When I was born, which my name is Quadeja, I was born with a rare disorder. It's called MSUD urine disease. It is a eating disorder that messes with your brain and like your brain cells and stuff. You can actually die from this disorder because the way you have to treat it and the things you have to do is, for some people, it's really hard to figure out the symptoms. But you have like the little symptoms like lack of eating, like you don't eat a lot. The sleeping, you may sleep too much. Your urine smells sweet, just like maple syrup. That's what your urine smell like. It's very weird, which is where it got its name from, but it's very weird. Growing up, when I moved, when I was staying where I was staying before, I didn't get made fun of a lot because all my friends were like, we were young, you know, like kindergarten and stuff like that. So it was easier for me to like maneuver because I didn't have to talk much about it. But as I got older and I moved from there to a new place, I had faced some really hard challenges moving. So it was very different. It was I started to get bullied about it because my foods that I ate were like very different from everybody else, because one, you couldn't have like protein, and you couldn't have like meat. Well, you can have protein, but you couldn't have a lot of it because your liver, so basically this disorder deals with your liver. So if you know how like your liver breaks down like all your foods and your enzymes and stuff in your food, like the protein, all of that, well, my body or anybody with this disorder body could not break it down. And if you eat like meat or something, it doesn't really digest in your body because your body's not used to it, and it's never going to be able to be used to it. So when you eat that type of stuff, it does not digest. It just sits in your system. It doesn't go anywhere. But I'm pretty sure you can get sick from that because it's high protein and it can cause your levels to be up and down, which happened a lot when I was little. My levels were always up and down, but not because of me eating, but it's how much you eat. So you can't eat too much and you can't eat too little. So depending on your age, with the amount of protein you needed a lot of calories at the time, because a lot of the foods that you ate did not have a lot of calories in it. So you had to find like different foods to like build up your calories, because your milk has like, I don't know, your milk has like 1,000 calories, but you need more than that. So it's different from like a normal human. Well, no one is really normal. So like a regular like human that digests all the meat and stuff, their body, it's more unhealthy than the maple syrup urine disease people, because of the fact that we're more like vegetarians, basically. More like vegetarians, but not by choice. So we didn't really have an option. So it's really dangerous disorder. When I was in elementary school, with my foods being so much lighter, it made me not want to eat at school anymore. It started to get to the point where sometimes I was eating things I wasn't supposed to, because I wanted to feel like everyone else felt, because I felt like an outcast. And I kept getting made fun of every time. So when I got older, middle school came around and I ended up telling my friends about it, because, you know, eventually they were going to find out about it. But I kept it a secret for a long time, and I've done a lot of things to my body and to myself that were not supposed to be done, because I was trying so hard to hide it and not to fit in with everything and to be, you know, just live like everybody else. But of course, at the end, I hurt myself, and it's just something you don't want to do. But at the time, I was young and I just didn't know what to do. You know, I just ran out of options and ideas, even though my family, like my siblings, made it seem like, you know, it's okay because they accepted me. They would eat like my foods with me and stuff. But my friends, it was different. So it hurt a little more for it to be my friends. But I finally came out to my friends about it. Most of them didn't believe that my disorder was real, so they stopped being friends with me at the time. It hurt because it's a real disorder. You can Google it. It's real, and they thought I made it up to get attention. But the disorder can really, really hurt you, and it hurt me that my friends did not believe it until like the last minute. And at that point, I didn't really want to be friends anymore, because it was just like, you didn't believe me at first. So it was a little tough in middle school. I still got a little bullied, but not as much. So this disorder can really like attack your body. It attacks your body from the inside, and it starts with your brain, because your brain is the easiest target. So it kills like brain cells. If you get sick, it kills brain cells. I've been in and out of the hospital with this disorder because my levels just kept fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that can be very, very dangerous, because each time your levels go up, your brain swell. And sometimes it can swell to the point where your brain can shut off, and you can end up even in the coma for a long period of time. Thank God that did not happen to me. I am blessed that did not happen to me. As many times as I got sick growing up, I think the first time I got sick, I was about 5 years old, maybe 6, somewhere around there. But I know it was in elementary school, and I was on and off sick a lot, going to the hospital a lot. And those times weren't even fun, because if you don't drink your milk like you're supposed to, what they do is they take a tube and they stick it down your throat, stick it down your nose to your throat, because, you know, sometimes that's how they do it, because your nose and your throat's easier to get there. Anyway, you guys know that. But they had to stick it in my nose to go down my throat, so that my milk can just go into my body without me drinking it. So it was really like a lot. It was painful to have to face that, because young, I'm always thinking, like, I always used to think like I'm gonna die. Like, I don't know why, but I always thought that about myself. Like, I always thought that something was gonna happen to me or something, because this disorder was really hard to maintain for even my parents, you know, because when you don't really know much, or you never really had a child that has to deal with that, it's a lot. It can be like a lot. And like my milk and stuff, you couldn't get from the stores. You had to like get them offline. Not offline, but you had to order them special. one thing I did learn from this eating disorder is that I like being different, and I liked learning about the different part of me and the things that I had to live with and deal with. So I was really just okay with it after a while. I was just like, okay, this is me, you know, this is my life. I have to live like this. I have to learn. And for my parents, it was a little more hard because they had to cook certain meals, and they had to cook 2 separate meals, like my meal and then everybody else in the house meal. And then I had to learn how to do that at like 12. And it was hard. Like, it was really like hard. Like, I just did not know how to deal with any of it. I didn't know how to take it. There was multiple times where I felt like I just didn't want anything to do with my life anymore. And it's not really good to like think like that, but at that point in time, I'm just like, what am I here for? Like, what is my purpose? But there was a purpose, and all of my outcomes after all this has happened to me was amazing. And I'm thankful, and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for everybody that, you know, my family, and I'm grateful for my boyfriend and my own daughter. Like, it's a lot to deal with because I didn't really know how to handle it when I was younger. I just felt like I didn't fit. I felt like I was always getting made fun of, and I was, because I was so different. So I thought being different was bad, but actually being unique is my characteristic. You know, it's me. So being unique made me feel better about a lot of things that I did not think I would feel powerful about. Like, I feel powerful. I feel amazing. And to go through what I went through, nobody else can walk that shoe because they're not me. So trying to get people to understand where I was coming from, and sometimes telling the story, I would cry about it, which I'm really surprised I'm not doing that right now. But I would cry about it because I never felt like anybody understand me. But it's not meant for anybody else to understand me. It's just meant for me to understand me, because it was my life. And even like till this day, it kind of still bothers me a little bit about it, because it didn't stop me from certain stuff or certain points to get to, because there's a lot of things that I'm doing now that I am thankful for to be able to do, because that didn't stand in my way. But for a long time, I used to think that this disorder just was going to mess up my life. I would never be able to do anything. I would never be able to go to school. I would never be able, like, I had like very, very, very negative energy running through me at the point, because I was just like, nobody likes me. They made fun of me. You know, everybody thought that was a joke. Even in, I think it was high school, maybe late middle school, where there were people telling me to kill myself or I should just die and stuff like that. And it really hurt. It hurt like really bad, because I've always feared that would happen to me, and I've had dreams like that, but it just opened me to not be afraid. So I'm better now with a lot of stuff. I take a lot of things different, and I just say my characteristic is really different, and I like to stick out, and I like to be different from everybody else. Because I'm me. I'm Cordasia, and there's no other me. There's no one like me. So I learned to love and accept myself, because if you don't accept you, nobody will. And honestly, it doesn't matter if anybody affects you, if anybody else accepts you, because you matter to you, and maybe your family, maybe your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or maybe just anybody that you surround yourself around. And I learned that I just needed to stop surrounding myself with negative people, which was one problem. And just the people that started making fun of me, I just laughed at it, because I'm just like, hey, you know, it happens, you know, and it shouldn't happen to anybody. But people are so cruel out here, and especially if they don't know your life, you know. So that's what I learned, and that's actually what happened to me. When my parents found out about my disorder, I was about, I don't know how old I was. I know I was an infant though, because you know the testing they do, and then like one of my tests just didn't seem right, and that's when I was diagnosed with that. But every baby has like a different symptom. Some is not eating. Well, mine were not eating and sleeping too much. There's other babies that have symptoms like if they eat, their stomach will hurt. or constant crying or, you know, stuff like that. I've actually watched this video to learn more about my disorder, and I actually watched this video, and for 7 months this girl's parents did not know their infant had maple syrup urine disease, which is also abbreviated as MSUD. They didn't know like she had that disorder for about 7 months of her life. So when they did all this testing on her, the baby ended up in a coma, which is what I explained to you before, which can happen to you. Luckily, and thank God and bless that she made it alive and doing better. I'm not sure how old she is now, but I watched the video and it hurt to see that, because every baby symptom is different. Like, really, like, she couldn't sleep. She would sleep for a little bit and then wake up crying because her stomach hurt. Like, trust me, some parents panic because they don't really know what to do, because it's not normal. It's a really rare eating disorder that I don't really know where it come from, but I definitely think it skips a generation for a couple, because mine's came from whatever between my parents, which is what I was told, which I don't really know. I don't know much about it because nobody else in my family has it but me. So that's another reason why I felt like crap all the time for so long. Felt like crap. People used to treat me like crap. Some of my family members used to treat me like crap. So some of my family members used to treat me as if it was my fault. And I want everybody to know that things that are out of your control are never your fault. They are never your fault. You can blame yourself, but you shouldn't blame yourself, because it's never your fault and it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's just the way the world is. Sometimes it's just the way you're born, you know, stuff you can't really control. The way you're born, you can't control the way the world is, you know what I'm saying? So don't let them get to you. And that's what I learned. And that's why, as you can see, I'm still here, strong and going, because I'm not gonna let anybody else tear me down. So thank you for listening to my story, and I hope you all understand, well, not understand, but see what I had to go through. I tried to explain it the best way I can, to make it a little short, because I didn't want to be talking here for hours. So that's why I split it into 3. So this is just video 1. But I really appreciate everyone who views this video. I really appreciate all of you who share it. This is a big step for me, because I was really scared to do this video, because I just didn't want to be judged, but I don't care. I don't. So I'm very excited to see what kind of questions you guys have, which y'all can put in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram or Snapchat, and we can go from there. I will answer any questions, any concerns you guys have, any questions y'all have directed to the disorder, any symptoms besides the ones I gave to you. I can give those to you. It's just a lot of learning, basically. I grew up learning about me and who I am and where I am today. So also, I never went past the weight of 93 pounds. And I'm going to show you guys how small I really was. I was very tiny for so long. Let me show you now. I was like 11 in this picture. I was really like super tiny, and I'll show you guys one more. You can see like the difference in me being so tiny and the weight gain. Because now I'm like 115, so 115, 116, something around there. But that's blurry. I was very small. So if you look, I was very small, very skinny, very skinny. But now I do have weight, so I'm not as small as I used to be. But I just wanted to show you guys that I was tiny. Okay, I was very, very tiny. I was not anorexic, but I did not go past 93 pounds. I know that for sure. I'm gonna show you guys a couple more pictures of me being really tiny. Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad. So those are the pictures of me and how tiny I was. And well, now I gained weight. I have baby weight too. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to the Angels game, welcome to the Angel gang. I just wanted to come back and say welcome back and welcome everybody back to my channel and welcome all my new subscribers. And yeah, so don't forget to follow all my social media, which will be in the comment section. No, not the comment section, the description below. I'm having a tough time with my words. The description below, everything will be down there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you on to the next. Bye.